Hi everyone, Michelle Zenisek here, Run With It VA. So wanted to do this video today for my weekly email, and that is because Facebook released something last week that's a real game changer. It's meant to pretty much compete with Zoom, and it's that you can have paid online events on Facebook. So instead of, having to use Zoom or some other type of live webinar type of product, you can use Facebook and charge people for it. Now you can go live and charge people for it using Facebook. So it's a real game changer. So I'm going to share my screen so we can kind of look at what all of this means. So, share my screen, and that's not what I want to show. Okay, there we go. So, this was released last week on the 14th. So, so it's been a little over a week. So, we've got the paid online events, and so it's been released. It hasn't been released like everywhere globally. It has been released here in the United States, but it's possible you may still not be eligible. I will share the link to this. This will be in the email as well. And so here you can click here to check your eligibility for paid online events, how to enable them, how to create paid online events and promoting them, and best practices. And an even larger event and conference live streaming. So this is still new. It just, like I said, it just was released a little over a week ago, and which means, there was probably some bugs that need to be worked out. But I still think it's worth trying, giving it a shot, because even if it does have some bugs and doesn't work as great as another platform might, they're going to fix those, obviously. That's, it's going to improve. The one thing to note about it is with the paid online events payouts is that Facebook, if you use Facebook as a means to have people pay for the event, not just view the event, but also pay to attend the event. Facebook at this point is not taking any fees for those payments. Now that probably won't last forever, but I think they've said that through this year, through the rest of the year, that they will not be taking payouts. So if you host a paid online event on Facebook, you get and use Facebook to collect that money, you will get to keep 100% of that money. If you allow people to use Apple to pay or Google to pay, they're going to take a chunk. So I think you should take advantage of it while you can, because it's not often that you will have opportunities like this. So, and it's probably incentive to get people to use it, because most people are probably already paying for a service like Zoom, and so it's it's going to help them get people to pay for it if they don't, or get people to use it if they don't necessarily have to pay for it at this point, just to try it out. Now, the other thing to note is, I'm assuming that anybody who would do a paid online event would make more than $100, because I don't know, it depends on what you're going to sell your tickets at. But if you sell your tickets even at $50 and you have 3 people attend, you're going to make more than $100 on that paid online event. But the point is that if you have less than $100 in Facebook Pay at the end of the month, then they're not going to pay out to you until you actually have $100 in that account. So just something to note. It's a pretty low threshold, so it shouldn't be too hard to meet that threshold and go beyond that threshold. So anyway, that is the news with Facebook, and hopefully you'll get an opportunity to try this out. And I'd love to hear if you do try it, what, any issues you run into or how well it worked. The other thing to note is I haven't used it yet, but if you need help with it, I certainly could help you figure it out. So just feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about setup, if you choose to use this, to try this service out. So anyway, I hope everyone has a great week, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.